everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite. I am Jim Ross, here with Conan the Barbarian and with Taz. And today on Dynamite, we have, why do we got to start up the show with these two jerks, Jim Ross says. Well, I'll tell you, Conan the Barbarian says, I'll tell you right now, Jim Ross, these two are jerks, and they truly believe that they should be two-time TWF Team Winners. I'm talking about John Morrison and The Miz. Well, I'll tell you right now, Taz says, those two dummies from Power Rangers Beef Morphers or Strength Keeper Fiend Shifters going around claiming they're the TWF Team Winners when they're not. 'Cause they are. They are, Taz says, when they're not. Well, they are, Taz says. They truly are. Nathan and Steele are truly the TWF Team Winners. They beat John Morrison and The Miz last week, Jim Ross says. Yes, they did, Conan the Barbarian says. You can bitch all you want, Taz. It doesn't shift it that they won. Well, I think I'll bitch about all I want. First off, I'll tell you right now, The Miz says, we should be the TWF Team Winners. That should be how it should be. That we should just, have our winnings right back. Don't even have to wrestle for them. Just give them up. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe that we would make... that we're the more good team than Nathan and Steele. The Miz says, oh, let's be earnest about that, John Morrison says. We basically are a more good team than Nathan and Steele. And everyone knows that. So, you're saying that you're a more good team than us. But we're the TWF Team Winners. So I guess that makes us the more good team. Right with you, brother. You're right. My brother Nathan's right about that, Steele said. We beat you, John Morrison and The Miz. So that makes us the TWF Team Winners. And not you. So, too bad. Yeah, well, we talked with Diva Talks, and she said that you're putting your TWF team winning things on a line here today on Dynamite. Oh, well, if that's true, then why don't we just do that? Well, what do you know, Jim Ross says. We're going to get the TWF team winnings here on the line. This is for the TWF team winnings, or strike team or hit team winnings. First, they are from Power Rangers Beef Morphers or Strength Keeper Fiend Shifters. They are the Silver Ranger. They are Nathan and Steele. And they are John Morrison and The Miz. Meaning, John Morrison just knocks Steele right out of the ring. And The Miz just went right after Nathan. And took him down, Jim Ross said. That is truly sad. That is truly sad, Conan the Barbarian. So what they're doing, John Morrison just took down The Miz, just took down Steele again. This is sad. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners and the new TWF Team Winners, John Morrison and The Miz. Now, how can these two... I like it, Taz says. I think it's cool that John Morrison and The Miz won the TWF team winnings back from Nathan and Steele. That was great. That was great. Watching them take out 2 Power Rangers or 2 Strength Keepers. That was great, Taz says. I thought that was great. And look at them. These two are the most happiest glee men you'll ever see. Well, I thought it was great, Taz says. It was great watching John Morrison and The Miz beat Nathan and Steele. Hey, that was kind of sad Conan the Barbarian said, watching how, the way John Morrison jumps Steel, then The Miz jumps Nathan, then John Morrison takes down Steel again, and then The Miz beats Nathan. That is sad. That is sad behavior. And I don't know how they became two-time TWF Strike Team winners. I don't know how that happened. Like you said earlier, Taz says, you can bitch, you can nag, and you can whine all you want, but at the end of the day, the John Morrison and Miz are the new TWF Strike Team Hit Team winners. And everything is alright in the world. Well, that might be true and all, Jim Ross says, but I do know one thing. John Morrison and Miz should be truly ashamed of themselves for what they did to Nathan and Steel to win those TWF Strike Team or Hit Team winnings. And I understand one of my good friends I've known since 1993 YL, he's going to be talking with them. He'll take it away to Gorilla Monsoon. I'm right here, Jim Ross, and I'm going to be talking to the new TWF Strike Team Hit Team winners, John Morrison and The Miz. And it is true we've known each other since 1993 YL, of course. And I don't think they deserve to have their winnings. Alright. Miz, the way what you did out there, Miz, was sad. What? We didn't do Gorilla Monsoon with any other, whatever team did before us. We just did it more good. And Nathan and Steel, we'll give them that. You know, they were a good team. Maybe not as good as The Miz, not as good as John Morrison and myself, but still a good team. But at the end of the day, we didn't do anything that any other team didn't do before us. And we gotta be earnest, Gorilla Monsoon. I mean, Nathan and Steel, they actually fought that they were going to be TWF Team winners for more than a week. Well, don't make me laugh. We want those winnings back. And we don't care if it's, I don't know, well, I don't care if it's Buffy or Angel. I don't care if it's Lance Storm and Trevor Murdoch. Hell, I don't even care if it's a New Day, Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Hey, I don't care what team it is. I don't care if it's Mario, Luigi. I don't even care if it's Mr. Incredible and Elastic Girl. It doesn't matter. It don't need to me. We'll be any one of those teams. Well, John Morrison and The Miz acting they believe that they're happy with how they won their winnings, and they'll take on any team, they say. Back to you, Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with John Morrison and The Miz, Jim Ross says. And only time will tell if Nathan or Steel get the TWF team winnings back or not. Yeah, only time will tell, Conan the Barbarian, says Jim Ross. Only time will tell if that'll happen or not, Conan the Barbarian said. Well, I tell you one thing, Taz says, I thought it was cool what happened. I really liked how they won it. And understand, before we go, we're going to have one more thing. Okay. Alright, Ashley Williams said, before we end here with Dynamite, I just want to let everyone know that John Morrison and Miz, I want everybody to know that tomorrow, Friday Night SmackDown, is going to be Galled in the Box. Me, CM Punk, Buzz Lightyear, Chung-Li, Queen Helena Pena, Dennis Rodman, Paulo Cruz, and myself, CM Punk and myself, are all going to be in the Galled in the Box fight. And who knows who's going to win from that. You know, who truly knows who's going to win from that. So tomorrow is going to be Galled in the Box fight, the outstanding following of Friday Night SmackDown. Well, that's all the time we have here for TWF Dynamite. I am Jim Ross for Conan and Taz We hope you like Dynamite, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. Galled in the Box.